Hi guys, so welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to discuss what I have learned through doll collecting, as I have been American Girl collecting since 2012, so that would be about 10 years or so. So I thought it would be a unique, different type of video, and maybe in me sharing what I've learned and mistakes that I have made during my time, I can help someone to not make the same mistakes, and also this can make a dialogue of opinions and lessons. With all of that being said, before I start the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and please subscribe to my photography channel, and the link will be in an iCard thingy on the side and down in the description as always. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so the first thing that I have realized that I've learned is that Kanani is an amazing doll. However, she wasn't worth having as the quote unquote golden doll, if you want to say. So in 2013, I found out about Girl of the Year 2011 Kanani, and before 2012 of me ever even knowing about American Girl, I saw a commercial as a kid and I instantly wanted her. And I mean, honestly, I didn't get her because I was a kid. I didn't remember the commercial or whatever to be like, hey, I want this. But anyways, so let's hop forward to my point. Everyone has and everyone wants Kanani, and don't get me wrong, Kanani is a valuable doll that I do believe if you have the chance to get her reasonably, you should, but I don't, and I kind of regret making her my number one doll that I wanted, as I didn't really have a valid reason for wanting her besides the fact that she is pretty and I read all of her books and I played her shaved ice game every single day, and yeah, that's just about it. But I do love Kanani, and I am glad that I did have the opportunity to get her eventually, but I do just basically wish that I didn't put all the my energy and wants to wanting her literally every birthday, every Christmas. I would literally have her highlighted 20,000 times, where you could get her on different websites, and it was pretty ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. And now that I'm older, I wish that I didn't do that because it's just it's not really that serious. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, the second thing that I have learned is that every quote unquote pretty doll that American Girl released didn't need to be on my wish list. And what I mean is the majority of the dolls that American Girl has and that was on my wish list in the past were basically all the same. And now I feel that, that's boring. Even though to this day I still do struggle a little bit with that. However, I do feel like I've gotten better at it because there's other brands besides American Girl basically. And when I was younger, I just really thought, only American Girl was basically the it thing. And now there's other brands to compete with them. But yeah, but at least now I have a semi valid reasons for wanting the dolls that I want. And for me, now that I'm into photography, I have a mindset on what could, the doll bring to my photography. And also, I'm into different looks that's not as popular or they're overlooked, because I feel like that's what, comes with being a part of doll collecting. So yeah, and don't get me wrong, I do feel like you can like a doll that's the same, and you can make them unique, as I have done that. with some of my dolls. And so, yeah, that's what I have to say on that. Okay, the next thing that I have learned through my years of collecting is that the really popular dolls that everyone has is quote unquote boring, and I didn't need to follow the path completely. And I say this, however, I do purchase dolls that I genuinely do like. And no offense, there are dolls that are really popular and they are so ugly and I don't want them. But as I do have popular dolls like Gigi, Kalani, and Nanea, which I don't regret wanting and eventually getting. But like I said earlier, having the same doll that everyone has is dull, and I like unique. And I feel that the bond is stronger when you do have a unique doll. When which I do believe you can make a popular doll unique, like I have done with Kalani, kind of like she has a nose shrink and her personality is like, I don't think there's really any other doll that has her personality. I could be wrong, but yeah. So that's what I have to say there. Next, I wish I have taken more time with naming my first six dolls and spent more time on developing their personalities more. And I say this because I wish that I didn't name Kanani from the Girl of the Year, because I like unique names and I do kind of regret doing that, and I really want to rename Kanani, but like at this point in stage, I don't really think that's necessarily possible. But I don't know. I'm working on it because I really want to change it, because it can be a little bit confusing at times. I'm not gonna lie. And now for the personality aspect, I wish I went deeper to having a real sense of what the doll is really like. And I do blame like the lack of time, due to the fact that, like, I mean, I spend 5 days a week, 8 hours a day at school. So I mean, I didn't really have that much time necessarily, if you want to say, with my dolls. Especially as like when I was like younger and stuff, and like even still now, I get dolls for my birthday and I get dolls for Christmas. So it's like I don't really have like a whole bunch of time to like really spend with them, to like get to like really know them and like develop their character and stuff, because I spend most of my time like at school. But now that we have quarantine, I have been able to work on it and get even closer with each doll, and that's something I'm still working on, and that I want to like keep on doing like in the future, as I do like continue to hopefully be able to get more dolls. Okay, so the next thing that I've learned through my doll collecting is that I wish that I took time earlier to make my photography like good and like take it serious like I do now. And I've always had a thing for photography and taking pictures, especially of my dolls. And I did like start to do it from like an early age in fifth grade. But I did it more so for like fun play, which isn't like bad, but I could have like capitalized on it and more took it more serious to learn and grow how to like be better earlier than like now. I'm like taking it serious and like I'm like basically like not really going anywhere with it, if that makes any sense. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's disregard Gabriella's outfit. She's a part of my little school project or whatever, so that's why she's dressed like, you know, I don't know, a hot mess. Let's go with that. So next is, I don't know what was the purpose of me getting my friend Kayla doll once again. I shouldn't have, she shouldn't have been the golden doll for a year And I do actually like kind of regret getting her, as I don't have a bond or ever really use her until like a little bit now, but like even still I don't even like use her that much. I have re wigged her, and like I gave her some freckles and, some eyebrows and stuff to make her like look like, you know, good basically, cuz yeah. But anyways, what I mean is like I don't understand my thinking behind, Gabriella. Honestly, I was still an oblivious kid. So yeah, let's go with that. I don't use Gabriella really or take her pictures until as of lately, but like even still, like I still don't take her pictures like I do like all the other dolls. And that's only because like she's very limited into regards of her looks and like what she can do and things that she can wear. And even like in regards to like just like having like a bond with her is like kind of like hard, but I'm not going to give up on Gabriella, as I mean it's not her fault that like she didn't come with a very good packaging of like being really that usable, if that makes any sense. So yeah, but totally no offense Gab and Gabby, but if I had the opportunity to like go back and repurchase her, I wouldn't. And I know that sounds like a little horrible to say, but she just doesn't really have the package that I'm looking for. But like I said, I'm not giving up on Gabriella. I re-wigged her, and she has some freckles now. You probably can't see it because like she has all other coloring on her face because like I said, she's a part of my school project. So yeah, and I'm just like trying to work with her to make her like be, I don't want to say pretty because like that's like not necessarily nice, but I'm gonna just say a presentable doll. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. We have a couple more points. So yeah. Okay, so the second to last thing that is on my list is that I wish that I never painted my doll's nails with nail polish and just like left it up there, because yeah, any children out here watching this video, please don't do it, because in the future you're totally going to like regret it. And like obviously now they actually make nail polish for your dolls, so yeah, but like back in like my time, they didn't have that. So yeah, and I mean, it was a fun thing to do, and at the time, everybody was doing it with their dolls. So I mean, you live and you learn, I guess. But I say that I wish that I never painted their nails and toes and stuff and just like left it up there, because like for some of my dolls, their nail polish looks so disgusting, and I've tried to like remove it and like it doesn't really want to come off. Like for some of my dolls, their nail polish luckily has just like faded off or whatever, but for others it's still up there and it's kind of disgusting. And yeah, it's not the greatest. And depending on obviously if my dolls are wearing sandals in a picture and they have bright green nail polish on, it's kind of like, I would say, tacky. So yeah, I highly don't recommend painting your doll's nails with nail polish. Luckily now they have nail polish for dolls, so I mean it's not really that big of a problem. They didn't have it, when I was a kid, so we just improvise. So yeah, moving on to the last thing. Okay, and the last thing on my list that I have learned through my American Girl collecting is to not use that metal brush. And the metal brush, I have to say, it was the death to my doll's hair. And now some years have gone by and passed, and I've learned how to take care of their hair better instead of listening to American Girl. And now I'm seeing the effects, and I've been rewigging dolls. Let's say that. And so yeah, don't use that metal brush. I would say go to the dollar store and get your dollar brush. I really don't recommend you like scamming yourself to get the what is probably like $10-14 now, plus tax and shipping to get the American Girl metal brush. Don't do it because your dolls will like, and you will be like very sad later. Um yeah. So yeah, don't use the metal brush. It's literally the death to your doll's hair. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. It's just don't do it. All right, so to conclude, I have been collecting 10 10 almost 10 years or so, and I have grown up and I've woke up a little bit. And so these are some of the things that I have learned through my doll collecting journey. Comment below things you have learned through your collection. Like if you've enjoyed and would like a part 2 or something similar to this, subscribe to this channel and my photography channel and my hair channel, and the links will be in an iCard thingy and in the description below. And hopefully I'll see you again when I post another video. So bye.